Welcome to day 53 of the 77-day video challenge. I debated a little bit about what I would present this evening as I wrap up as well. Well, we all wrap up the month of July, whether it would be something about the dog days of summer, National Avocado Day, Cotton Candy Day, something like that. But I want to focus on three individuals: a fictional character and two real people who have had a cultural influence. First of all, today would be the birth date of George Jetson, the central character from the animated series The Jetsons. Officially, he was born July 31st, 2022. Several years ago, there was I think it was the National Endowment for the Arts or something like that, got a special grant, or there was some justification for broadcasting the Jetsons as educational programming because it promised a better future, because it somehow its stories being set in the future alluded to the possibility of the of improved technology and a hopeful future, and thus it was justified as educational programming. It, of course, was an animated sitcom, which just happened to be set in the year 2062. So George Jetson is a model of hope for a better future. There were two deaths today, among many people who passed away today, two of special significance. One was Pat Carroll, mostly comic actress who most people of my generation best know as the voice of Ursula in The Little Mermaid. Ursula has taken on a special significance for a lot of people, and one of the things that's kind of special about that character of the Sea Witch, the antagonist, or officially the villain of The Little Mermaid, is that she recognized an opportunity to make somebody's dreams come true. And she knew that there was a sacrifice in making those dreams come true, of living a life that beyond what she knew, beyond what Ariel could fully understand. And Ursula made that possible for her and warned her of the consequences of that decision. So in a certain way, Ursula was perhaps one of the best allies that Ariel had, because she empowered her to make her dreams come true and cautioned her about the consequences of it and the sacrifice that she would need to make in order to realize those dreams. And perhaps one of the greatest losses to popular culture today was with the passing of Nichelle Nichols, best known to many generations as Lieutenant Uhura on the original Star Trek. She was a trailblazer in a lot of ways and proved to be a great role model to a lot of young women, a lot of women of color, a lot of people of color, a lot of people of numerous marginalized communities. And throughout her life, she continued to advocate for the betterment of our species. She wore her role as Lieutenant Uhura with great pride. And even when she recognized early on in the run of Star Trek that perhaps she was sacrificed, she was compromising herself somehow, and needed to depart, she was assured by no less than Martin Luther King Jr. that she needed to stand firm with that role because he recognized that she was an important role model to young people of color, and more importantly, young women of color. That there would be black people in the future, as Whoopi Goldberg said. Nichelle Nichols continued to advocate for science, for progress, for innovation, for the rest of her life. And she's going to be tremendously missed by people who were touched by her life vicariously. So I've taken a few minutes to reflect on a couple of people who have had some influence, perhaps a bit remote, in a lot of lives, my own, certainly, of somebody who personified a better, more hopeful, cleaner, more efficient, and perhaps joyful future. Somebody who was best known to people of my generation as a figure of controversy, but was empowered to make dreams come true in spite of the consequences that she knew would come from the realization of that dream. And somebody who personified resilience, dignity, grace, wisdom, community, authenticity to several generations of people, and whose legacy is probably going to be elevated even further in her passing. So I thank you for spending day 53 of the 77-day video challenge as we wrap up the month of July, and I will see you on August 1st for day 54 of the 77-day video challenge.